The prosperous future of the state of Minnesota relies on the quality education that we provide to our children today. The Minnesota Department of Education, conscious of this reality and the challenges that we face, created the statewide system of support called the Regional Centers of Excellence to assist leadership teams in our schools to improve student achievement and close the achievement gap.
Regional Center of Excellence came in to help support us in our academics. Being a Title I school, we fell underneath the Focus school system, and so there are just a lot of different factors that come in any community, inner city or up in Aiken, Minnesota. We all face these struggles, and I think they're becoming more and more, and that population of hurting kids continues to increase. We need to figure out how to put our resources towards that as well. And the goal of them is to come alongside of us and figure out some strategies that we could implement in our classrooms to grow student achievement.
About 2 years ago, we knew we needed to make some changes in our school. We didn't have the same quality that we had once had. And I thought, why don't we take the same quality education and bring it to students of color and low-income students and give them the same opportunities that other students from more affluent areas have. We were given the opportunity to work with the Centers for School Excellence, and what they did is they helped support some leadership team implementation and professional development. So it worked hand in hand on what our needs were and what the direction the school was going. They worked right with us in that area and helped support what we wanted to do in our vision as a school.
Being a new principal 3 years ago, not knowing anyone on staff, RCE actually came in and took my staff, my leadership team, through the process so that we knew exactly how to write a school improvement plan and exactly how to monitor it, because it's a live document. And so it has been a phenomenal relationship with them, and I'm just very grateful that they were able to come in to help me.
The Regional Centers of Excellence, or RCEs, were put in place to provide resources, build capacity, and promote sustainability of reform efforts to increase educational equity, excellence, and efficacy for all students.
The resources needed for the whole child needs to be at the forefront. Collaboration that teachers need to produce something quality, they have to have that. This is really what's best for me, to train me and what I need to do, to train teachers and what they need to do effectively in the classroom, ultimately affecting the kids in the classroom. Capacity is the big piece, and so right now what happened is we put together an implementation team to discuss what strategies we need to change in our schools. It comes down to our core instruction. Are we teaching kids effectively with best practices? Do we have enough minutes in math and reading? Choose what strategy we're going to do, which we've chosen learning targets as one piece that we're going to assess to see the effectiveness of that in our classrooms. We need time to bring out the best in a child, but at the end of the day, we want to grow a child. And we have great educators that can put their heads together and come up with fantastic ideas. Regional centers kind of slowed us down to make sure that we do that.
The students as well has made a great impact on a regular basis. Our students get the data from the weekly common assessments. They get to see where they are. They also get to see where they need to go, and they get that feedback immediately. I think the regular feedback really helps not only motivate our teachers, but it helps motivate our students as well. But because it's intentional, it's strategic, they know what it's used for, it gives us time to meet with them as well to look at the data to drive instruction. So the impact has been tremendous. We're looking for even more. Over the last 2 years, our school proficiency school-wide has grown over 17% in reading and math. Our school proficiency levels are highest among the schools in the area. Our middle school has some of the highest performing students in math and reading in the state of Minnesota, our African American students. So we are definitely closing the achievement gap, and we're doing great things at Excel Academy. And we appreciate the support of the Centers for School Excellence, because they actually came in and they helped support the initiatives that we needed to do to make our school a success.
Just excited to know that our scores are increasing and that our kids are making tremendous growth in the areas of reading, math, and science, and it's going to help them in their future.
Working together, we can maximize the assistance available to schools and substantially increase student achievement.
This is something we want to do together. We don't want this to be just one small group coming up with the idea. We want this to be the school saying, this is best for us in the classroom. To teach with this strategy to make sure our standards are lined up with our objective, are lined up with what should the students learn at the end of our lesson. And if those are lined up, we're going to teach more effectively because kids are going to have a purpose behind what they're learning. The impact of what we're doing now, I believe, builds a trust in our community that we are putting forth a lot of energy, a lot of effort, resources into the whole child. We are not just coming in just to teach and let the child walk away. We want to make sure we build great citizens in our kids, to make sure we push through the child into the families, and I think it just builds the trust that we are putting your child first. It's very prevalent when we have support from the Regional Center of Excellence, when we have support from families because of the way our community is knitted, from the staff. And then kids feel that, I just wish everybody had this relationship to grow in their education.
Sometimes schools just need that additional support just to say, yes, you're on the right track, or to even assess to see what that particular school needs, because every school is different. Centers for School Excellence should be available to all schools.
I firmly believe that if we invest in their education, that they will have a positive future. It's about all the kids in the state of Minnesota.